my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it.
Oh my God, what is that? Oh my God, what is that?
Oh my God.
I love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it. But yet proceeds to post another video doing the things that got you fired. Hey guys, it's Briar and let's chat about it. Now it feels like since the beginning of social media, we have had a day in the life and vlogging content. I myself, Briar Chats, does have another channel, Briar Vlogs, because I feel like as human beings, we like to connect with others and see what other people's lives look like. So of course, this type of content being popular on TikTok is really no exception. And specifically on TikTok, we have seen a rise in people vlogging their jobs, showing you the behind the scenes, kind of giving you a vibe of what it's like to genuinely work for a place. And people really enjoy this content because it's a refreshing take compared to influencers vlogging their lives, which do come across as very unrelatable. But of course, when you're vlogging your job and a company that you work for instead of working for yourself, there are a lot of other things to consider. Specifically and importantly, privacy. Whilst yes, you're vlogging the day in your life, you shouldn't be putting yourself at risk, your job at risk, or your security at risk. And today's topic is definitely a cautionary tale of what can happen when you don't consider these things. Because the following sentence, I promise you, is true. A girlie that worked at Mac in LAX airport got fired not because Mac didn't like her content, but because the airport itself felt that her content was a serious security breach. Yeah, so today we're simply going to go through it all. We're going to watch the content that this girlie posted, where it went too far, how it all went so wrong, and just the bigger picture of it all. How, yes, you can vlog your life and you don't have to be an influencer to vlog your life, but why is common sense seeming less and less common these days? So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around and let's get into it. Now, if everyone could please take this as my formal and or informal apology, depending on how you like your apologies, I guess, for my absence on this here channel. I, Briar Chats, got sick. Gasp. I know. I think you can still kind of hear it in my voice, but I'm going to tell you the tale. It's a sad, tragic tale. On a Friday, and not this week Friday, not last week Friday, the Friday before, I wanted some snacks. It was a Friday afternoon. I was like, cheers to the freaking weekend, am I right? I tottled on down to the shops, got myself some treats, went back home, and the next day, something doesn't feel right. Got a bit of a sore throat. Maybe it's just because it's such cold weather. I live in the southern hemisphere, lest we forget. We move on. Sunday, I'm down and out, and was down and out for over a week. And I ended up doing one of those like multi-flu and virus tests. Like it's like got COVID, influenza A, B, and what I apparently had was RSV, which is a respiratory virus. And when I Googled it, it was like, are you a baby? Because babies get this. And I was like, okay, way to kick me while I'm down. A girl went to buy herself some treats on a Friday from the shops and ended up getting a virus and being sick for nearly 2 weeks. Clearly, I'm not one of the strongest soldiers because that is what my toughest battle was recently. But all of that to slay, I am very sorry for my absence. I'm very sorry for not yapping with you guys for a while. And I'm very happy to be back. I'm hoping you're happy that I'm back. Imagine you guys are like, actually you being away made us realize unsubscribe. I'm joking. Anyway, let's simply get into this whole scenario. So how I wanted to go through this content is go through the day in the life vlogs that this girl posted on TikTok and do something that I don't usually do. I'm breaking out of my own mold because I don't usually like to interrupt a video, but I feel like we will need to pause and see the security breaches in action, really see why not Mac but the LAX hopped off at the plane fame LAX airport and TSA and the security of it all were like, you're fired, you're done, get out. So we will watch the now infamous day in the life vlogs that she posted. We will then yap with some besties that have their thoughts and opinions. And then I wanted to show you like kind of like where did this come from? Like why are people making this type of content? And is this out of the norm for Mac and working day in the life content? Did she take it too far? Or is it the fact that she was doing kind of what her besties and girlies around her do, but because she was in the airport, the Charlie XCX airport, that there was obviously massive consequences. So let's simply start at her first day in the life, which has nearly 8 million views. So this is not small time stuff. So as you can imagine, big issue, huge. So let's simply watch the first one. I keep yapping. I'm sorry. I'm so excited to be with you guys. I'm so happy to hang out.
Thank you, honey. Do you have a straw for me too, please? Thank you, babe.
You're welcome. Have a great day.
Thank you.
So right off the bat, she vlogged going through TSA, which last time I checked, you're not supposed to do that. Call me a goofy goober if you will, but as I understood it, that you're not supposed to do that. And a lot of people just realizing like, yes, it's fun to see like how you get to work and your kind of morning routine, but like in the context of an airport, safety and security does need to be in mind. And should we be showing the ins and outs, the minor details to the masses on the TikTok?
Morning, everyone.
So again, showing where the Mr. Krabs money is being kept and how it's kept off-site, where it's kept. Like if you go to that airport, I'm sure it wouldn't take a genius to figure out where she took that money from, how much money someone could anticipate being there, the kind of ins and outs of it. Giving a lot of behind the scenes BTS, if you're a K-pop fan, if you will, of what goes on, where the money is kept. So that one, I don't know if you clocked it, if you guys had your eagle eyes on, but there she showed us, like on the keypad, her literal pin to open the register. Like at this point, she's saying, hey, want to do a heist? Want to do a Nicolas Cage movie? Want to do an Ocean's a Billion movie? Like at this point, she's giving people a lot of information, and not just for like silly little things. This is for the cash, the till, the money, the security, and maybe more importantly, the time frame of when you could find someone with that money, when you could intercept that money, when someone would be opening the store by themselves with the money.
Do you need a bag today, babe?
Nah.
All right, it's gonna be $116.39. We're doing card? Yep. You're welcome. Okay, have a great day, love.
So that was her first video that went super viral, as I said, nearly 8 million views. And I feel like there was just a lot of oversharing in this video, and in a really bizarre and like wait, what's the word? I was gonna say unserious. No, it's gone. Just in a way that's really unaware of the consequences, unaware of what you're sharing. And I will say this, I will give her this much. Her videos before this were not going viral, not getting the likes, clicks, and engagement on this scale by any means. So I can kind of understand from her perspective of like, this is going to be seen by a couple thousand people. But even still, I feel like in the year that is 2025, whatever the frack's going on in 2025, I don't know. But what we do know is you need to post, if you're posting something publicly, in the mindset that this could get 1 million views. Yeah, it's probably not likely, but will there be negative consequences to you if you posted something like this and it got 1 million views? Because bada bing, bada boom, that's what happened right here. But let's move on to the next video, which has 1.9 million views.
You know, I'm not going to talk about that.
Location and for your team. So this is the moment.
This one, right?
That's it.
Okay. Oh no, are we out? Oh no. Dang.
Now, I don't know if it's because she saw so much success with that first video and no negative consequences yet that she decided to do it again, showing the TSA pre-check, filming the people, filming her way going through it. But again, it's just like, I thought up here was for thinking, guys, come on. I feel like this is kind of like a side thought, but I just can't imagine being served by someone. Not like that, not serving, but being served by someone and they're filming me. Like, I kind of understand it more when she's at the till and it's just the camera's facing herself. Her phone can be somewhere discreet. It's not filming the customers, but I just feel like it's quite strange that you're filming yourself helping a customer. I don't know. Maybe I'm just like picking at little random things at this point, but let's continue.
Oh, this is the screen that they sent us because at one point our TV was not working. So I'm checking the end of day numbers right now, and it looks like my opener did $912 in her shift. My mid-shift employee did $645 during her shift. It's been a really slow day today, so I don't expect anybody's numbers to be outrageously crazy.
So in the last video, we were showing where is the money. In this video, we're being told how much money there could potentially be. And in this video, she's saying this is kind of like on the lower end of things. This is kind of the lower end of the scale of what is a busy day versus a slow day. So just giving us and our Ocean 11's plans more information.
I just forgot what I came in here for. Oh yeah. Hello. All right, I'm out of here. It's the end of the day. Thank you. Have a good night, y'all. See you tomorrow. Bye. Bye. And that is a 12:30 to 9 p.m. shift.
So across those two videos, I feel like we have been given just too much information, specifically about the money, but also about like when to expect these people to be transferring the money. And I don't know if it's because in her mind, she's in an airport which has a lot of security, like she didn't see the risk to sharing this information, but obviously that's not the case as we know the outcome. But to just go through some of the comments of this video and the last video, money safe inside gift shop. This is an HR nightmare, not you showing the exact location where the money is kept at, girl. How did you not know this would be against policy? Saying how much money the store is making for shifts and showing the money. Also filming at work can be considered stealing time. And then again, I think a lot of people just reflecting across how much information is actually genuinely being given, like knowing that there's one person working at any kind of shift, like there's kind of 2 to 3 shifts a day and you kind of have one person, the timestamps of when you open, when you close, when you're transferring things, when you're doing things with the money. Don't take a drink every time I say money, please. Unless you're Mr. Krabs, maybe. But yes, that was her second day in the life video. And let's now watch the next one, which has just under 1 million views. So as you can see, she was doing this quite a few times before the TSA big guns LAX security found out about it.
Morning.
Daniel.
Morning.
Hey, good morning.
Have a good day, y'all.
Bye.
Morning, Steph. All right, babe. Anything else today?
Excuse me, do you work here?
All right, babe. It's gonna be $48.29. There you go, honey. You have a good rest of your day. Thank you. No, I'm replacing ones that were really short and little. We clip them so that you guys
nobody
don't put them
can
on.
use
Right,
them.
right,
Oh,
right.
that's
But I can
really
get you.
smart. Oh, no, that's great.
Who is that? Hey.
Hey, Miss Bree, how are you? This room always looks so amazing.
Thank
She's
you.
on.
And you are all good to go, my love. You're welcome. Have a great day. It is currently 10:29 a.m. and I have still only had 6 customers. Do I want some more hash browns? Yes, I do. She loves me.
I hope you could see the bug that flew at me. It looks like I just freaked out over nothing. But but I figured we wouldn't pause that one because it feels very much along the same vein. However, I will note it is interesting that she started and opened the store without wearing makeup. So it's not just that she's kind of exposing TSA, security, money, but also kind of exposing the fact that she started her shift not wearing any makeup. And like, I don't know, shocking to probably nobody. I've never worked for MAC, but to me, that's kind of the one thing I do understand is that you're supposed to be doing a full face. Like you're supposed to be showing off the makeup, showing off your skills, arriving with a full face. And she did show that she had a customer before she did the full face. So I feel like just left, right, and center, she's exposing herself. And I don't know if she's even thinking, like in the nicest possible way. Are you just oblivious? Or is it just that there's kind of been no repercussions so far? And because people are really enjoying this content and it's going very viral, as I said, millions of views. So for her, is this kind of behind the scenes, behind the curtain, look at me, I'm the Wizard of Oz, worth it in her mind? She's not seen the negative consequences yet, so she's just kind of continuing to expose herself. There's really nothing particularly new in these comments, so I feel like we should move on to the day in the life video where she reveals that she was in fact fired. So let's see that now. This one has 5.5 million views.
I love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it. Thank you. Have a good day, y'all.
Where are you flying to today? Just oh, fun. Are we going to visit or is that where we're from?
That's home.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to stop by and say hi. What's your name?
I'm Jenny.
I'm Bree. Nice to meet you.
What are we looking at?
What are we looking at? So we're out of NC-17. That's probably what it was. We're out of NC-17. You want me to make you a sample of it though? That way you can, I got you. Babe, did you want to take a picture of the bottle and the color? Yeah. That way we know for next time. Here you go, my love.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You have a great day.
It's a syrup that you're going with, right? Yes. So this is Whirl. She is a little bit darker, but it's perfect because once this like mixed together.
Oh my God.
I love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it. But yeah, proceeds to post another video doing the things that got you fired. Now, in the comments, she does confirm that this is what she says. Hey guys, I'll be coming out with a story time soon, but just to make it clear, MAC did not have a say in this decision. This decision was made by the airport. I'm still in great standing with MAC brand and exploring other possible MAC opportunities. So sounds like she could potentially go to a different store. It also confirms the fact that she was fired because of everything that she showed in the videos that I've showed you. And they are still up, by the way. I did save a few of them. I need to save them all immediately after filming because I am so afraid, like as per usual, that they're going to get deleted. And I feel like the main takeaway, which is kind of interesting, is that MAC seems to have zero problem with what she has posted or the fact that she was doing serious and repeated privacy breaches and security breaches in these TikToks. So I did want to go through a couple of these comments which say, girl, I work at LAX too and they literally told us when we got our badge not to take pictures or videos of it because it is considered SSI, so sensitive security info, for people can copy it and get to restricted areas, gets fired for recording, still recording. So all of this was totally avoidable and optional. And I feel like that's the thing. She says she would never do anything to jeopardize her job. She's clearly very upset and distraught. Yet there is this massive disconnect between her actions, behavior, and what she posted, any kind of common sense or questioning of when she was posting it, and then still not understanding the repercussions or the seriousness of what she's posted after being fired because she still posted it, which to me is just like, I'm baffling. Like, it's baffled. I'm baffled. Hi, I'm baffled. Like, that's literally how I feel. And it's just really quite bizarre. Now, one other thing that I have seen really just recently being added to these comment sections that I feel like I'm going to give you guys this information. Do with it what you will. But a lot of people have found this Snapchat story and they are posting it in her comment section. And I will just put the story up now. I feel like a lot of people have found this out. A lot of people obviously are doing digging on her because she's gone so viral, and people are kind of like, if 2 + 2 is 4 and 5 + 5 is 10, what is this? And I thought probably good to give you guys this information because it is kind of like breaking news. This was posted like 3 hours ago, so it feels like a new development. And I just feel like a lot of people are just kind of posting this and kind of being like, before you feel too bad, before you feel bad for her. And honestly, I don't really feel like many people were feeling bad for her before this information came out, because the reason she was fired was so in her control and she should have had the knowledge to not do those things to get her fired. But anyway, I wanted to watch a couple of other people's TikToks and takes on the whole situation, so let's get into that now.
I think getting fired over social media is stupid, but in some cases, there are some situations where it is warranted. Because I saw the whole thing about the MAC employee who got fired for doing day in the life. The kicker is, she allegedly didn't get fired by MAC. She was working at MAC in LAX, the airport in LA, and she was fired by the airport. Not even by MAC. She was fired by the airport, so she can probably get placed somewhere else if they have, positions available. But in her situation, girl, you deserve to get fired. So, the day in the life would have been cute if you were just showing you helping the customers. That was cute, like how she interacted with customers, helping them pick out different products, showing different, new things that are coming. But this girl was showing literally the opening procedures, where she goes to get the cash, doing the count, the drop, and she's doing it with timestamps. And based on what I've seen, the money does not stay in the MAC store. They go take it somewhere else. So because you're putting timestamps, somebody could literally recognize you. Your videos are doing mad views and know, okay, at 8:07, she is walking around with a bag of money. Use your discernment. If MAC was okay with you, showing your interactions, cool. But please, be smart about it. And for your safety too. Not even just to not lose your job, but for your own safety.
I feel like she just really said it really well, is that there were really cutesy, fun parts of her videos. And I feel like aside from the security breaches, she kind of did come across quite well. She came across as though she was friendly to customers, she was helpful when she was vlogging. I know a few people were saying it felt like time stealing, but she was always kind of vlogging her doing something. So if MAC is okay with that, then that's their choice. I find it incredibly hard to believe that working at an airport, you're not told that this isn't just like any other store. This is a little bit different because airport, big security, it's important for the safety of everybody, use our common sense, people. There is no way you didn't have the tools and information to know that this isn't an appropriate thing to share. So anyway, let's watch another video talking about the situation.
This is a cautionary tale for everybody who's making content and working at the same time, or making content at their job, that now in this day and age, with how much TikTok has blown up, and now TikTok can, videos can be on other apps besides TikTok. It's not just for TikTok, right? Stuff goes viral. You need to be careful if you choose to be a content creator and work another job, or you choose to create content about said job. You need to make sure that you're very clear on what is allowed to be filmed in the content, or whether you're even allowed to make content at your job. This woman popped up on my For You page last week, and I kind of started watching her content because I really like her content. She is a manager at MAC, and she posts about her day, a day in the life as a manager at MAC. She literally posts her full day at her job with timestamps, right? And she does other get ready me with me vlogs, fashion vlogs. She does really great makeup. She's very universal. But when I was watching her MAC manager vlogs, I literally was in my head, how are you able to post this? When I was watching it, I was literally thinking in my head, I'm how is she able to post all this? this is kind of a lot. Like, did she get permission? Like, and she's been doing this for a while. So I assume that, I guess, like, I was like, I guess they're okay with it. But I literally, in my head was like, you're at an airport and you're posting like time stamps. Like, she would post going, like, counting out her, like, getting the money out of the safe, right? She didn't post the code of the safe, but she literally posted her pulling the money out of the safe with timestamps, counting out her till with timestamps. She would post her airport badge. Like, you could see her airport badge. She would post like opening, like her keys opening like the store, right? The gated lock for the store at the airport with timestamps. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, this is like a little much, but I guess you've been doing it for a while. Well, she posted an updated video yesterday, I guess, that popped up, and she was fired. She had been fired. And it sounds like from the comments that she was fired for like a breach of security at the airport because she was posting like timestamps, where the safe was, like just things that you shouldn't be posting. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, I'm not surprised. Like, I really am not. When I watched your content, I immediately was like thinking like, this is a lot to post. Like, and are you even allowed to post on the clock like that? Like I don't know. So I'm not surprised. Then it's like the delusion runs deep, because apparently some of her followers were saying in the comments that they had commented on her video saying like, hey, you should probably take off the timestamps of like the till counting, or posting counting out the till, or going into like the safe and all that. And she ignored it. And the only comments that she responded to or liked was the one saying that she should have received a warning or a talking to, not fired for her actions, because it seems very drastic. And I don't agree with that. I'm sorry. Like, listen, you should know, if you're at your job and you're posting on social media, like, these corporations don't owe you shit, and you should probably read your employee handbook and your based on like social media and what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do, because it's not anyone else's job but you, and you sign specific legal documents that spell out what you're allowed to do and what you're not allowed to do. So, and you're grown. Like, you should know better. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like TikTok and social media have kind of rotted some people's brains into where they think that, you know, they can do whatever they want, or they think that like, you know, it's like two different worlds. There's like the social media TikTok world and then the actual real world. And in the real world, you should know better that, you know, you can get in trouble for your social media, that you can't post certain things on social media. Like, that shouldn't have to be spelled out for you. And while I do feel bad for her, I'm just kind of like, people need to learn from this. Like, this is a great learning experience for people who want to do content creation and are still working at their jobs, or who people are posting at their jobs. Like, be careful what you say and do on social media. It can affect the job that's actually paying your bills. Like, or it can affect a job that you really like, because maybe she makes enough money as a TikToker, but she obviously really loved her job. Like, she's crying. She literally says, I love my job. I would have never done anything to jeopardize it. So it's just like, be mindful of what you do. Make sure you read those employee handouts. Make sure you read the employee packets, you know, speak with somebody in HR about what, you know, you're allowed to post on social media, what content you're allowed to do, whether you're even allowed to record at your job. Like, just be mindful, people. Jobs are hard to come by in this economy. And this app, TikTok, is literally like, we don't know what's going to happen with it. We don't know if you can continue to monetize off of it. They're putting up so many different, like, you know, guidelines now where it's like they're trying to like take away monetization. RPM is weird. It could be gone September. So it's just like, don't jeopardize your main job that's paying your bills for TikTok, please.
And I feel like she raises so many good points in her video. I feel like specifically the fact that it's like, what do you mean you should just get a warning for such a serious security breach? Like, I know sometimes I'm being silly and goofy, but at the end of the day, if you do something that serious, you can and will get fired, and you have gotten fired. At some point, if you are responsible enough to be the manager at your store, to be trusted with all that money, there is also an assumption, which we know what they say about assumptions makes an ass out of you and me. The assumption is that if you were trusted to do those tasks, if you were trusted to be the manager of the store, you also have the understanding of the responsibilities that go with that. You also understand the seriousness. You also understand the context of where you're working, and that it's an airport, and that it's very important to maintain security. Like why on earth do you think that it should just be spelt out to you and you should be told nicely? And equally, that was squeaky, you were told in your comments. So you can't even say, oh, I didn't know. I had no idea. I'm just a girl. Like, at some point, yes, we are just girls, but also in your job, you're a manager. You have response and abilities, and you are trusted to be working in a high security environment and have the wherewithal to understand what is important, what should be kept in mind about that, the security around that, all of those things. And so at some point, you can't accept all of those responsibilities and then be shocked that there's consequences if you didn't understand. And equally, it's just feeling incredibly flimsy that you didn't understand. And like she pointed out as well, it is just truly a cautionary tale. It's kind of cool and like kind of rare that Mac even lets you vlog at your job. Like a lot of people just get fired and in trouble for vlogging at their job, even if they show nothing, even if they just show them typing on their computer and going on their coffee break. You are not entitled to that. So the fact that you even get that in the beginning is a luxury, and then you've kind of just ruined it. You've kind of just thrown that out the window. You've ruined it for yourself. You've ruined the job that you love. You've set a bad example for all the people that you work with. Like, there's just so many dominoes that have been knocked over. Mr. Big World would love it, but everyone else is like, stop. Like, I honestly, guys, it's just one of those times where I'm like, where is the common sense? Where is it? Somebody. Anybody. But anyway, I did kind of want to show you guys a couple of her earlier videos because I feel like it gives the context of the fact that she has been posting like this for a while, and ironically the thing that changed was her working at this airport location and her not understanding the seriousness of that. And that was the thing that made her go viral, but ultimately the thing that made her lose her job at that location at the very least. So I did want to show you guys a couple of her other videos just because she has been posting about working at Mac for a long time, but it seems like it was at other locations. And so for one reason or another, the context of I'm at the airport, I think the apple's rotten right to the core. You know, she didn't get the memo. She didn't get the 411.
So I start my new job today, guys, and this is my first day outfit. A strawberry.
Oh, look, a strawberry. I really like it.
Hi, welcome.
Yeah, how much are these lipsticks?
Bruh.
So these are on sale. They're $13.
You're gonna sell me a used lipstick for $13?
Oh, no, Mac doesn't sell used products.
Why are these on sale then?
Oh, so these specific shades we're phasing out and repackaging.
Okay, well, I'll take 5 of them.
Okay, which 5 would you like to take?
I want all 5 of them.
Okay, well, there's a total of 8 shades down here. Which 5 would you like?
Okay, hold on.
Okay, well, if you need anything, I'll be right here.
These are the 5 that I want.
Oh, okay, well, here, give them to me.
You're gonna put them in a box, right?
No, yeah, I'm gonna get you brand new boxes. They all come in single boxes.
Oh, so you're getting me brand new ones.
Yes, we don't sell used makeup here.
Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, at whatever time zone you're watching this. I wanted to take you guys on my journey with me today as I go into work. I am a manager at Mac inside of a Nordstrom. I'm currently getting ready because I did not have enough time this morning, so I'm trying to hurry up and just pull myself together a little bit without getting caught by my managers. I don't know if any of you guys work for retail or retail beauty, but you know, they be getting a little crazy about you getting ready on the floor. Look at this Dyson, y'all. Dyson, sponsor me, please. Anyways, when I get to work, the first thing I do, especially when I'm opening, is I get my counter ready. Here I'm just cleaning it, dusting it, you know, filling up, stocking, getting things ready for the day. The store had not opened just yet. I still have a few minutes before the store opened to get things tidied up and stocked and ready for the day. I didn't have too much left. All I had to do was wipe down some more counters, fill some more tissue holes. I have a lot of tissue holes to fill this up. I'm gonna have to talk to my artist. Leave the tissue holes empty. And then I also had to shave lipsticks, y'all. It was crazy. I've been off all weekend. I think we were busy. Here I am just dusting some more. Y'all, have black fixtures so you can see every little piece of dust. Here I am also just wiping down some foundation bottles, sharpening eyeliners and lip liners. And then, girl, I had to finish getting ready. So, of course, I'm using the famous black liquid liner by MAC. Oh my god, it's so good. It's so precise. And then, oh my god, I was about to, oh wait, Philip wanted to say hi, y'all. And of course, he's using clear lip gloss. He interrupted me doing my lip and I went straight to mascara. Of course, I'm using like Giga Black. Oh, extended play. And then I remembered I had to take testers down because it was Tuesday. And if you don't take them down on Tuesday, they don't get processed in time. So I was like, oof, let me go take these down real quick before I finish anything because I got to get this started or I'm going to be late. So testers dropped off. We're good to go. Back to getting ready. Okay, so I had to use my 2 favorite brow pencils by MAC, which are Strut and Spiked. And then back to when we were doing our lips because Philip had to interrupt. This is my favorite lip liner color. It's called Plum. This is a new combination that I've been wearing, and I love to top it with Cream Cup. It's just this pretty pink, and the mix of the two just make this chef's kiss. It's just so pretty. I also like to top it off with Fashion Scoop lip gloss. It's so pretty. It's this baby pink that just gives every like color a cute nude combo. I also had to put my name tags on to finish off the look, and now we're ready to go. Thank you guys for coming. See you next time.
So as I found from the TikToks that she has made, she started working at MAC in 2022, and I feel like it kind of shows maybe why she didn't think there would be any consequences, because for years she had been posting these kind of like, look at me, I'm getting ready at work, this is me doing my makeup, this is me making fun of customers at my work, and there was no consequences. Promise me no consequences. Briar's Chats remix. And it's at this point where I get into the video where I can't help but once again Carrie Bradshaw wonder, like, are these the unintended consequences of allowing people to vlog at their jobs, and will be the ultimate reason as to why people won't be allowed to? Because when you just give people free reign, when you allow them to vlog at work, it just unfortunately ends up in these situations where people overshare, show things that they shouldn't, and boundaries very quickly and easily get crossed. And I guess for MAC, for one reason or another, they found no issue with it and they don't see the negative sides of it, which is kind of crazy to me that MAC was like, yeah, like, you know, we don't think that you should get fired for privacy and security breaches. But you know, the airport, you know, big old LAX of Hannah Montana, Miley Cyrus fame. You know that girly pop. She's the one that was like, you know, got rules, these crazy rules about safety and security. Like, imagine, crazy, I know, which to me is just kind of bizarre in of itself that MAC doesn't see this as like a huge problem. And so yes, ultimately this is this creator's fault. She can't blame that MAC allowing her to vlog at her job and vlog her day in the lives. It's their fault that she decided to do these security breaches. I do think, however, the trade-off is that this culture and this kind of leniency and this blasé attitude to this type of content has created a situation for people that, if they are that way inclined, if they don't see the issue, if they don't see the bigger picture, they are going to create content that will ultimately have incredibly negative consequences for them. So I did want to end by showing you guys a couple of different other creators' day in the life vlogs at MAC, because it does seem to be kind of a trend or a thing that people that work at MAC do. So I did kind of want to show you guys, like, this isn't happening in a bubble or a vacuum. Like, there is other girlies doing it, and it does seem to kind of be something that people at MAC do, question mark.
Day in my life is the key holder at MAC. Gotta rep the brand, obviously. I'm here bright and early to open the store, so let's get started. After watching this back, I realized that I really want to decorate my locker more. I grabbed my brush belt and put my purse away, then it was time to clock in. I look so mad here, but I promise I wasn't. I made our daily sheet and we had a lot of appointments. Opened up the registers and did a fit check. For today's lip combo, I decided on Stone lip liner and my all-time favorite blankety lipstick. This combo is a staple of mine and really pretty on its own, but I wanted some shine, so I added my favorite lip gloss, which is Pagoda. It's probably the most underrated pink. I love it. It's gorgeous. I did some last minute cleaning. I was straightening up foundations and then I was wiping down lipsticks. And honestly, it's like therapy to me. If you haven't checked out the new eyeshadow sticks, What Are You Doing? Taupe It Off is my favorite. It's 10 o'clock, so it's time to open the store. Thanks for watching.
Welcome back to another day in the life as a retail makeup artist for MAC. So today I'm getting everything prepped and ready. I'm calling my clients for the weekend to make sure they're all confirmed and booked in. I check all my memos, check on any notes, anything I need to follow up on, and then it's time to start paperwork. Yeah. I'm big on organization and I love my daily sheets. I also prep everything I need for the upcoming week and I check off my list because I do love a list. Oh, what's that in the background? My face chart wall. Yes, it is rather fabulous. Thank you for admiring. Go check out my face chart tutorial if you haven't seen it already. Anyways, next I prep for a makeup client, get my station set up and ready. This was the aftermath. Very simple, natural look. So pretty simple, like products, things to clean up, and then I put everything away once I'm done. I actually love days like this where I get a little bit of a mix of like doing admin stuff, catching up on things, and then also get to do like that creative side of the job as well. Absolutely love it, babes. Next thing I do is wash my brushes, look at the before and after, sparkling. And a handyman came in and fixed my light. Oh my god, it's bright and sparkly and new and I love it. And then I had another client booked in for makeup, so I set my station up, get it all ready, and then refilled any little disposables. Look how beautiful my tester drills are. Wow, stunning. Tissues always need to be refilled, and this was the after of my next client. She did want a little bit more glam, so I love that. Have a little cleaner, make sure everything's sparkly, and I got new stock in. Look at this newness. So exciting. Love the new packaging. Put all my stock away, and then I wash my brushes at the end of the day, and then it's time to go through and like sort out through the daily figures. Pew pew pew. Then once I'm done doing all of that, it is time to get out of there. I really love my job, so thanks for joining me on another day in the life. Bye.
So I feel like both of those videos were a good contrast, because the first one, she, like the creator that we reacted to, kind of was showing like the buttons, the pin codes, like I'm sorry, I thought that was private and confidential information, but apparently not. Whereas I feel like the second video was like a much better example of someone being like, I love my job, this is what I do, and recording clips in the moment and then voiceovering after. This is the problem, is that if you allow everyone to just record at their job and do the day in their lives, it's going to come down to people's personal boundaries and their comprehension and what they do think is and isn't appropriate. And as we've learned and as we've said for a million times, common sense not common. It's very rare. It was rare. We were there. We had some. And it just seems like ultimately, is this just going to put more brands off allowing this type of stuff in the first place and really take away from the fun, the sharing, and like the lighthearted stuff that isn't a privacy breach, that isn't inappropriate, that isn't time stealing, that isn't you being slacking off at your job, and it's just you showing your life, showing that job that you love. There is a lot of joy and fun to that type of content, but it seems like a lot of people for some reason don't know where the line is, and for some reason don't think that there's consequences to crossing that line. And it's just really bizarro to me. It's honestly bizarre. But I would love to know what you guys think about the whole situationification of it all, because to me, I'm just baffled, honestly. Baffled chats over here, because I still can't get over the fact that she just was like, I feel like I should get a warning. There should have been a storm warning. There should have been a sign. If you guys know that song, I'll be impressed. I'm not gonna lie, that was such a random reference. What was I saying? Oh yeah, the fact that she thought the appropriate consequence was just a warning, just a like tap on the shoulder, like a hey bestie, I know you're just a girl, but don't do that, please. You can still have your job though. And I just truly can't help but think she doesn't understand the severity and the consequences to this, because the videos are still up at the time I'm filming this anyway. If she does post the story time, I'll put it in. If there's any updates before I post this video, I'll put them in now. But as far as I can see, the videos are still there. Even though she was fired, she still posted them. Either it seems like she thinks it's unfair that the reaction to her doing these security breaches was like, oh, she's like, guys, stop overreacting. Why are we all acting like I did something crazy? If the shoe fits, wear it. I don't know. I would love to know what you guys think about this whole situation. So please let me know in the comments down below. And just so glad to be back in the yap seat with you guys. Yes, thank you guys so much for watching. If you stay till the end, you are a real one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you want to keep up with me between my uploads, I'm on TikTok and Instagram, and I'll link my vlog channel down below. I am in my weekly vlogging era. Yes, it's true. And YouTube should be recommending another one of my videos on the screen right now. But don't you worry, guys, because I'm not funny there either. Bye.